Amy Winehouse's new biopic has been given the go-ahead. She's going to be portrayed by the actress Marissa Abela. There have been lots of rumours about why this famous 27-year-old musician died in 2011. Many speculated that she had a drug overdose, others said that it was a complication of her eating disorder as she suffered from bulimia, and others complained that it was alcohol withdrawal. Well, when this was investigated twice since her death, the result was that actually she died from alcohol poisoning. You might be thinking, I mean, how do you get alcohol poisoning? Don't you just get really, really drunk and just crash somewhere and sleep it off and then you get a hangover in the morning and you're almost fine? Well, no. When the alcohol reaches certain levels in the blood, it starts to become toxic and your body starts to shut down. And this is unfortunately what happened in Amy Winehouse's situation. So when Amy died in 2011, the blood results showed that she had a 0.416% of alcohol in her blood. Now you're probably thinking, this is a very low amount. Isn't it meant to be like really high? Well, if I tell you that the definition of alcohol poisoning is anything above 0.08%, then you can see how she ran into some trouble. If you've drunk alcohol yourself before or you've witnessed other people drinking, you'll probably see the stages of alcohol intoxication. So in the mild stages, it will cause a little bit of sedation and poor coordination. So basically, you'll notice that their movements aren't as accurate. And then this escalates to slurred speech and vomiting. And finally, in the end stages, it can cause seizures, respiratory depression, which basically means your breathing rate goes down, and coma. So how does alcohol do this exactly? Let me set it out for you very simply and quickly. An adult with a healthy liver can metabolize about 8 grams of alcohol per hour. So that's roughly a unit per hour. If the person is drinking excessively in one go, what we usually describe as binge drinking, then the liver cannot keep up with this. And what happens is the alcohol starts to stay in the blood unmetabolized. And alcohol has multiple effects, but the one that we know the best is that it can enhance the effects of a transmitter in your brain called GABA. And this has what we call negative effects. And these are things like causing your breathing rate to go down so that you're not getting rid of the carbon dioxide in your body. It causes your body to get colder, what we describe as hypothermia. It reduces your gag reflex. And the reason why this is really important is because if you are going to vomit, you need to be able to gag it out and you need to be able to clear your airway. Have a reduced gag reflex, you're more likely to choke on your vomit. So with these multiple things going on, what happens is that your blood starts to get acidic because you're not able to breathe out the carbon dioxide. And this has a domino effect on all of your bodily functions, which leads to coma and eventually death. Unfortunately, it's too late to do anything for Amy, but if you are ever in a position where you suspect somebody has alcohol poisoning, this is what you need to do. It's best to put the person in a recovery position if they've not injured themselves. This allows them to vomit and not have the vomit collect in their mouth and risk choking. And as we've said, alcohol poisoning can lead to hypothermia, so it's very important that you keep the person warm and try to keep them alert and focus on their breathing rate. However, this might be very difficult to do because probably at this point they're unconscious, and then you need to call for help urgently. This person needs to go in with an ambulance to the nearest hospital. So what have we learned today? We've learned that Amy Winehouse passed away due to alcohol poisoning because when you binge drink, the liver cannot keep up with metabolizing the alcohol and your blood alcohol levels rise. This in turn makes you breathe slower, become hypothermic, and reduce your gag reflex, amongst other things. And you can help someone with alcohol poisoning by putting them in a recovery position, keeping them warm, and asking for help. I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see a similar content, then don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you as a viewer. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.